cry a lot, yeah. I wonder why this happened to me. And look at that over there.
Where? Which one? The broken porch, the blight torched, the snapped hydrant, or the one that works where no one plays? A biblical response flooded in. Maribel marooned at the morgue for 5 months.
We have received dozens of emails and phone calls, people willing to help.
Joe from Anaheim, California wanted to legally adopt her. Via MyFox Detroit, the story wound its way to Maribel's sole surviving elderly cousin in Florida. He hadn't seen her in decades. He released her body. You were touched.
Very much, to tears. I had to ask my husband to give me permission to weep.
If I screamed, who would hear me?
Who would hear me? Nobody. Nobody.
Nobody would hear me.
Maribel was a babe, fond of fashion, a prescription for beauty card from Hudson's, 1953, among her purses. The only child never married, seen here awkwardly smiling, holding a doll with her mother. Beyond the glistening patina of a pearly white smile, her life reads more like razors. A distant relative said she scared everyone away, verbally abused her mother. A month before she died, she called the city at 2 a.m. in her home. No heat in late November.
You call me back. This is urgent. I don't have any heat. You don't call me back and help me. I'm going to call every goddamn TV station I can find in the state of Michigan.
She spent the end of her 87 years watching Sex and the City, alone, calling.
You're my only salvation. Marabel Chanin. I'm having a terrible lot of trouble out in the neighborhood. Shooting, drugs. No one is interested.
The medical examiner says Maribel's case is not an anomaly.
There's also a number of people who were not nice people.
The truth not as pretty as the fetching photo.
Today we've gathered together to say farewell to Maribel. It was said a few moments before the service that this is the most important woman that I never knew. I believe none of you knew her.
Who would hear me?
Maribel was heard, and still is.
This has become a very popular site to visit.
I came up with the haunted bus ride on Robinwood. Mary gonna get revenge because nobody paid attention to her in that house.
Kids that go down the street can swear that they see something in that house, even a cry for help.
Help, please.
Mary's voice crying out for help.
On a day where sun shines on the gutted homes of glory days, there's still fat in lean times.
They're great.
I've been coming here since like 1984.
Dutch Girl Donuts survived everything from the riots of '67 to the Atkins diet. Tell me about these donuts. That's part of what makes them so damn good. Annie Cook's baked here for 30 years.
Two of the chocolate in the front.
They're the best in the city.
How you doing?
Bar none.
That'll be $6.
They're the best in the world.
Next, can I help you?
Another death siren down, the Golden Gate Cafe and Healing Center, where hippie white hands caress a black body recently beaten.
So this place isn't come here and get healed, it's come here and join the gathering.
Dr. Bob built this, and they came. You went to Toronto and said, I'm never coming back.
Yes, and as soon as I came back to this, I was completely inspired.
Kaylee Hickson dropped the D for Canada, then returned.
It's like the storm swept through and it's over now.
There's life here, in a cup of organic Joe, a moment with Rufus.
And this is cool.
And a reading.
You're not just a reporter, man. You're a social knight to bring truth to the situation. Look at this guy. He's got a big sword and he rides around on a giant falcon.
We rode our falcon to Robinwood, the poster child of plight in a place where a stunning sign of the times came in Time magazine. Detroit, the death and possible life of a great city. We're dead to time.
I can't imagine a more devastated street in America.
This is their canvas. They're squatting on Robinwood.
It's just incredible. Every single house is like just sitting here like this. And it's almost to the point where it's like a gift.
They plan to plant, repopulate. Realistic?
Dr. Detroit.
Mike Whitty, educator and penner of Prognosis Detroit.
Well, I think this is an area that will be redeveloped in one form or another because it is right on Woodward Avenue in the center of town at the edge of the suburbs.
He believes urban farms. Now, there's no real archetype for that now. Detroit and its step city, Flint, are likely to be the first to farm, reinventing themselves independent of the wheel they mastered.
The neighborhood will come back here. It's on one of those natural heartlines of Detroit.
On the heartline, the heart of the holdout.
I couldn't turn my back on that.
Maribel the cause.
This is a great effort, and we should be able to help a lot of people that weren't respected in life, and hopefully we can give them some dignity and respect back to them in death.
He's of Lynch & Sons Funeral Home. Helped us set up a fund for the other unclaimed. Nearly $4,000 came in days.
Thank you very much. We definitely thank you.
And the Maribel motivated reunions.
Because we had been looking for him for the last, I'll say 3 or 4 or 5 years. I didn't ever think of looking him off. When I first saw his name,